you now. You're not spouting off the mouth. Through the knowledge of him that hath called us to glory and virtue, for whereby are given unto us exceedingly great promises, that by these, it's the promises, these, ye might be partakers of the divine nature. That's the problem. A lot of people don't have the divine nature. They still want to use their lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of their life. Those three issues. Those are three issues that Jesus defeated the enemy in the wilderness. He went on a 40-day fast. He defeated the enemy. So if he defeated it, that means we're already walking in his victory. Although we've got also put that stuff up under our feet. And some of the things are longer, extended. Some of them are short things. And you know what? While we're in it, we don't even get it. I don't even get it. You know why? He kind of catches us off so that we don't understand how we're doing it, the way we're doing it, so that later on he can correct us, but yet he's still going to deliver us, because you know what? We're not going to be like Judas. Realize that, oh, we did a kiss, oh, we took the money, and we, here, take the, they took the money back, he threw it back at him, he was sorry, but you know what? He never repented. We're coming back like David, we're coming back immediately, saying, God, I repent. I don't want to be like this. If that's part of it, take out. I'm not sure if it is or if it's not. If it ain't, if it is, please, I want the whole teaching right now. You can tell me, and I'll sit here, I'll listen, I'll wait for you. But you know what? Sometimes we don't get the answer right then. Maybe 3 months down the road, you get somebody coming in here. Like we had, you know, the singer that was there, the husband. I mean, nobody really appreciated it. But you know what? Afterwards, I gleaned from it because I saw in the scriptures where later on, it was 2 months later, I went back in there, I'm like, oh, that's what he was talking about. You know, a lot of times prophetically, God goes before, drops these nuggets into us, what they got the revelation of. And maybe, you know what, maybe they weren't even walking in the revelation of it. A lot of times it seems dry if that person really isn't walking in that revelation. But yet God lets them see into that revelation. And so they're not so excited about it, somebody that's already walked in the revelation of it. You notice that. I mean, if I went down here to 4 Flags or 6 Flags or whatever, and I rode one of those rides, you know, it was so demonstrative in it, and it really, you know, tore me up and excited me and everything. When I would come back, I'd say, man, you need to go on that ride. I mean, I was flipped up, went over this way, sideways, and everything. I mean, it's just, my belly went up into my face. I mean, it was awesome. You know, you get all into it, right? Even explaining it, you're like, God, it's great. But, you know, if you're looking at it, you're like, oh, that, like, seems like a weird ride. Who wants that? You know, there's a perspective thing in all this, that God really drops the seed in you. And then if you're hungry for that revelation, it's up to you. It doesn't, it's up, you can go as far into God as you want to, or have him as far into you as you want him. But if you don't really call to him, you don't desire him. I was saying yesterday, God, give me a greater desire for your word. It's the greater desire that we're needing for your word, because we know we need your word. But we've been saturated with your word, your presence, and it's so awesome every time we come here that sometimes, you know, you can kind of let things lay waste because, you know, it's not such a feeling, but now it's a satisfaction. I want to be satisfied, but I still know that tomorrow I'm going to eat. You know you're going to eat and drink tomorrow, unless you're fasting. Somewhere along the way, you're going to eat and drink. You're going to satisfy a hunger. There's a now that hunger has actually turned into a longing. When you got a longing in there, it's a deeper thing. It's a much deeper thing that needs to be satisfied, because we know we're looking like, oh, it's not going to be satisfied until we get over there. No, it's the days of heaven on this earth, in this earth, that God's about to bring in. Actually, it's there right now. He just hasn't opened up the doors, because when he does, everybody's going to know it. Everybody's going to feel it. Everybody's going to have him in that way, so we can share him in that way. And that's what I like about it. Nobody's going to be left out. I love it. I love the spectacular. And this vernacular that we're really participating in right now, but we're just waiting. You know, like how, you know, you've gone to baseball games, or you've gone to, I know they used to have the, on 501, they used to have the races, and you out there and sit in the grandstands, and you know, all the cars would be revving up, and you could smell the gasoline in the air, and you could see people, you know, starting with their flags up. You know, you can see some of the stands over 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and stands start to fill up and people keep on coming in. You start talking with somebody just because you don't want to be bored waiting on the sidelines. But I'll tell you what, when they all got up there at the beginning, they all lined up them cars. It's like, oh man, yeah, like that. There it is, there it is. Did you get the hot dogs? No. Why? Now it's time. You know, now it's time. Oh man, I don't care about eating right now. I want to see these cars go forward. So there it is. It all opens up. Everybody gets excited all at once. You know, everybody. And I don't care if you were driving the car or you're sitting in the stands. Everybody still is gotten, you know, thinking, okay, they're gonna win. They're gonna win. What's gonna happen here? How's it gonna be? We're looking to see how the end is going to be because nobody knows. Because every race is different. But the end, we know we win, but we don't know how it's going to be and how everybody's going to be used. But really, the issues of our heart goes to chapter 2. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring into themselves swift destruction. You think about that. These are people that already knew God before. They already knew God. Just like Balaam and Balak. Numbers 22. You can go in there and read it for yourself, which I know you've done before, and you're probably doing again. Because right now, that's what's happening.